Check, 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 check. Hello, hello. There it is. And post it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Under Construction. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have nobody because I do this show alone. This is a mano-a-mano man versus Trainz Railroad Simulator. Good morning, Mopac. Anyway, we're back in, well, Tolbrand, doing Tolbrand things. I don't really know what my goal is today. I started to figure out how some of these areas look. I think my number one goal is to finish up the road network in this area. Hi, Dean. I didn't even need to know. I didn't even need to look to know that it was Dean saying greetings programs. Until I to do interlocking towers. Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me just shift my stuff around real quick so I can see everybody. See the chat, see the screen. Okay. So yeah, I haven't updated my to-do list in quite some time. I don't really know why that is, I just haven't. I kind of forgot that I had it. Again, no real excuse for that, no real reason for me having forgotten that. But, you know, it is the way it is. Also, this curve is a little bit wonky, I feel like. This is straightened out, right? Yeah, of course it is. How far back does it consider these points to go? Oh, I guess it doesn't. Oh, wow, yeah, you really got me. Man, how am I going to recover from this? I'm never going to morally recover from this. Alright, anyway. We have our low water crossing here. Because bridges are overrated, I guess. And, yeah, we need to work on Pan Am. I keep coming back over here, then I keep going back over there. I don't really have a specific, particular thing that's on my mind for right now. I know I had stuff on my mind when we wrapped up the last episode, and then they just all left. That's how you do. That's how you go. We had... Oh, you know what? That's what we lost last time, isn't it? We were doing the... Oh, no, we did do this road crossing right here. And then... I thought I could squeeze in an underpass here. Or an overpass here. Yeah, so here's the overpass. I might do the underpass as well. But, yeah, I need to figure out what I'm doing just overall in terms of roads, what I'm connecting stuff to, where the fields are going to be exactly, and where the farmhouses are going to be. I was thinking... I wasn't thinking, that was a lie. No, I need to just start drawing out grids. I mean, typical in, you know, the Midwest is like these mile blocks, but this would predate that sort of planning, I feel like. Or at the very least, well, yeah, it genuinely may predate that sort of planning. At the very least, it just won't be, it just won't look quite like that. Straighten that out. Add another... Wow, why am I so tired? Holy crap. Alright. Yeah, I need to get into the swing of this today. I'm apparently having lots of trouble. Lots and lots of trouble. And you know what? That I don't like. So, we delete the gradient off of this section. Because, yeah. We'll use dirt to sort of fill that area in. And I need to just block out where the fields are. I need to just start drawing with like some sort of green paint, some sort of grass paint, maybe like this. Because obviously we have these fields in here, which there's one, there's another one probably. Oh, these are kind of small. I actually thought that one was a lot larger. Here's another one. Relatively small areas. And then we probably want to have one that is like this shape. You know? Or sort of curves around like this to just use up the usable area. Because this area right here is not usable. Then we have one that's shaped like this. And I'm not really basing this off of anything. I am winging it just a tad. If I should go on maps and just sort of look at what the correct sizes are for these kinds of fields. You have two streets running opposite sides of the track with 3 or 4 blocks connected to it, then just random. Yeah. I am just... Yes? Yeah. What's up? Okay. Sus. Okay. I just need to figure out where... Because I want to bring it a little bit in to here, and then... Okay, wait, where's our crossing? Where's our road crossing? We're doing 1950s. This is 1950s. 1950s-esque. In fact, what I want to do, real quick, is just see what it looks like if I connect this right to the current end of road, which is right here. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So I obviously don't want to have this long and graceful curve, because that doesn't make any sense. But I think we can draw these out to sort of the middle, or I can curve here and just sort of run in like that in a straight line. Actually, let's see what it looks like in a straight line. So break this. Okay. So that, I feel like is too close to the tracks on that side. We have much more room on this side than we do on this side. So I think I will do it like this. If I attach this directly up to the end of this road, it depends on what my vision is. Well, we're doing farms. My vision is that it looks like farms. Alright, we're going to delete this. And again, there's no real organized, thoughtful plan right now. I'm just sort of going for it. And the thing is, this road is not super realistic because of the way it handles these hills. So I'm thinking we can sort of abide by nature a little bit more and go down the hill here. I'll delete that. And yeah, we'll have our farm edges like here, and then a nice treed-in space, right? Like here. up to here. We'll have our treed-in space here, which that obviously makes sense. Did he lose a squeaky already?
Yeah, but I already know where it is.
Where is it?
Your shoe.
Huh?
Your shoe.
How? He squeaked it into my shoe? Okay. Well, how's everybody doing today? How's everyone doing on this fine Thursday? I've been slowly heating myself up like that frog in the old wives' tale, or the myth, or whatever it is. You know, you put a frog in the myth that if you put a frog in a pot and you slowly bring it to a boil, the frog will not notice that it's getting boiled alive because you've increased the temperature so slowly. Have you never heard that before?
No.
Oh, okay, I've heard that.
I have no idea what you're
Well,
talking
I
about.
was the frog today. That's my point. My point is I was the frog.
How are you the frog?
I was the frog because this princess came along. No, never mind. Um, I was the frog because yeah. Okay. They're very cute dogs. I was the frog because it just kept getting warmer in the house, but I wasn't really paying attention until I realized how warm it was, and I was like, "Damn, how did it get to this point? Let me turn on the air conditioner."
Oh.
So yeah, I was the frog.
It's always like that when I get to work because I know how hot it is, and I feel like Lynn doesn't realize how hot it is outside until she comes outside from being in the booth. Because it was probably raining when she got to work.
Mm-hmm. So
So,
the booth was just heating up.
yeah. The AC was not on when I got to the booth. I put the AC on. You want to know what the temperature was set for in the
69.
yeah.
Nice. I knew it.
But then it was getting too hot in there for me, so I turned it to 60. It was nice. It was a nice cool temperature.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I think the AC wasn't well enough that day, and the heat probably was just beating on it. And the AC just stayed at 69 my entire shift.
Mm-hmm.
It went from 84 to 69, but it just sat at 69 the entire time.
Even though you turned it all the way down.
Even though I turned it to 60.
Yeah. You know, it doesn't like cool it down any faster when you set it to a really low temperature.
Well, I know that. I'm not stupid. Damn. He's on a problem.
No, I'm insinuating that a lot of people do that, and it gets me. I can't remember who I was. I was talking to someone. I can't remember who. It might have been like Ronnie, and I pointed that out to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, little birds." Okay, did you eat them? Did you catch them? Why?
Do I look like Lafayette to you?
No. You're both really cute though.
Kitty!
All right. So,
Do you think he forgave us from this morning?
nope.
Will you not even forget Merrick?
I don't know. I haven't tried. This area is getting a little bit difficult to build a road over. I just can't help but think that, yeah, some of this area might be farmland, like the area in this bowl here. But this area by the river almost definitely isn't. Well, this area probably is. So, yeah, I'm having trouble building a road through here. I'm trying to build a road here.
Is it for a town?
It's for farms.
Or farms?
Yeah.
Are you building farms this episode?
I'm building the roads to the farms at least. Depends how far I get. Depends how far I get. Um, if we go up the hill a little bit, now it's feeling like the moors almost, like like the like the Like where James Bond's house is in Skyfall. That's okay. Because you've never seen Skyfall.
Well, I've seen the ass into Skyfall.
Well, that's the part with the house.
Yeah,
Well, I'll put it on the list.
no, you can't add any more movies. I think it's already on the list.
It might already be on the list. Why can't I add any more movies?
Because you said you don't want to add any more movies.
I said I don't want to. I didn't say I couldn't.
Well, I don't think you should add any more movies.
I agree with you, however.
Well, I wish I
L
could
plus
check.
ratio plus...
I wish I could check, but I don't think you shared the movie list with me.
No, because it's a secret documents that only I can keep.
Like, if it'll change the script.
No. I'm just keeping secret documents. I'm gonna leak them to Gaijin. My classified documents. Yes. Okay. No. Okay. So, I'm wondering about what to do with this area exactly. Because it strikes me that, okay, we're gonna have some fields over here. It's gonna be like one here, and one that starts at this corner. Right? Or close to it. And ends about here. But also ends like here because of the river on this side. Then we have one on this side, which, sure. Okay. Why did you show me that?
It's not harder if they do it themselves.
Why did you show me that? That's terrible.
What?
Uh-oh. Who's that? Who's Birkin?
Birkin?
Yeah. Surprised Lafayette's not in here barking at him. Alright, so there we go. This whole area will be one farm.
The cat is in the window, though.
Of course he is. Good kitty. That's one farm. We're gonna have the quintessential, like, farmhouse on the... Oh, there he goes. Farmhouse on the ocean side here. Like, you could have a Hallmark movie set here. Oh, I thought you were laughing at my Hallmark movie joke. Now I'm sad. Never mind, not important.
Not important.
Yeah. Every time I'm drawing one of these roads, I'm just imagining someone, like, bumping down it in a pickup truck. In the opening scene of a Hallmark movie. You missed the Hallmark joke. I was just saying it's quintessential, like, it wasn't really a joke. It was just sort of a statement of fact, like, this area could be Hallmark movie territory, very literally. Now, the thing that I didn't do...
No, Colbert should be a part of a Twilight Zone episode.
I thought you were about to say Twilight. That was going to be, like, disgusting. Twilight Zone episode. Which one, though? The one where the guy loses his eyes and can't read anymore? Or whatever?
No, the
I don't know. I haven't seen Twilight Zone since I was little. We should watch Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I love Twilight Zone.
Put a year-round Christmas shop in Pan Am. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Um, because he's a good boy. He's not burping. All right, I'm gonna reroute the river slightly. All right. Is that what makes you happy, baby? Okay, so I'm gonna push this way and this way so that I can build up the land on this side. And why? Why are you saying that? I was thinking of making one of the farms called Hallmark Farms actually because of my dumb joke. All right, there we go. I need one of these bridges. Actually, wait a minute. I'm up to my old tricks. Yeah, there we go. All right, then we can make it a little. That part I cannot do automatically. This part though. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. We need to lower this area just slightly. There we go. This actually looks pretty decent. I like this area now. Even with our sandwiched bridge, or sandwiched, yeah, sandwich bridge. It's just smooshed. It's a little bit small. Oh, shucks. Get rid of that. Give me this. I need a bridge. I need this. No, not that bridge. This bridge. The most generic looking bridge in this game. Need to slide that back and up. Can I adjust it like a little more subtly? Thank you. Except it's so deep. The girder on this is so deep that it touches the water anyway. Which, like, bruh. That was a spooky truck that just showed up. Yeah, it appeared and disappeared. Alright. Tying this in there. I feel low energy today, which is not great because I gotta record more stuff after this. It's been one of those days, I guess. It feels like Friday, and I'm kind of annoyed that it's not. Oh, this is yarnish and this is yarn. Sure. Maybe. Okay, this is the Yarnus Bridge. Oh, for God's sake. Hallmark Farm was about to be foreclosed on by a big city banker who grew up in the area, but then he meets the woman who owns it and the power of love. Yeah. Thank you for writing an actual Hallmark plot in the last 2 minutes. The crazy thing is, I could absolutely see that. You've done it. You've created, like, it's not a joke script. It's as good as it gets. Um, and you can add some more elements into it, like, oh, he's being pressured to do it by his boss, and he doesn't want to. His boss is like the antagonist, the real antagonist here, and yada yada. I mean, we could adapt this. We could make something real special out of this, and by special I mean the same as the other 120 Hallmark movies, or however many there are. Which I kind of want to know how many Hallmark movies there are, but at the same time, I'm not sure I want to know how many. Monday felt like Tuesday. It sure feels like Friday now. Yeah. Damn, I actually. Damn, why would I watch this movie? Why would I watch this movie? I'm saying that because I'm befuddled by the fact that I'm actually. Like, I can picture it and I'm not repulsed. Like, it doesn't seem bad, it's just really simple, and that's sort of how those movies are. Um, they are really just like the most white bread films available. And I mean, on a very basic level, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, this is not being helpful. Alright, I was supposed to build a bridge here. Oh, and you know what? I'll go get that other bridge. The one I had over here. Give me this. We're finally starting to make sense of this area, actually. And what I should also possibly do, just to get the ball rolling on the scenery, is throw down some blocks of trees. Because then we'll have that sort of figured out. Or at least sort of the indication that progress is being made here. Alright, let's tie this up to this end. And then we need to have the road that comes off this way, because there's going to be more farms on this side, obviously. But these I kind of want to block out before I start drawing the road. But I do need to know where the road's going to go. So, and everything's going to be sort of relative to the train tracks, right? So, this is going to be the only way to access Hallmark Farms down here. Which, let me just throw down a... I should go download some farmhouses. Manage content. Download station. I don't care if I have it installed or not. We're going to go with farmhouse. Oh, there's things called BS Farmhouse, which is fantastic. I'll download all those. These all look kind of British, but I'm not really fussed by that. What are these? Generic farmhouse. Those are some small farmhouse. Oh, we're talking about like Little House on the Prairie sort of farmhouses. I'm talking like New England farmhouse. You know? It's different. It's just like a big house, or like a southern farmhouse. You know? Um, ooh, sorry. I just found one that I like. And this one I don't know about. Yeah, and these are, I mean, they're not bad. I just don't think they fit the bill. They're very small. Oh, this is side extension. Um, download those. Large slate farmhouse. Derelict farmhouse. Okay. I mean, I can probably use that somewhere. Alright, we'll download those. Alright, let's make the super strange lore things. Yeah, no, there's always got to be. I mean, you could take it in the Hallmark direction, or you could take it in like the Hocus Pocus direction, where there's like something shady going on at this farmhouse, like the Ghostbusters direction. I don't know why, and don't crucify me for this, although I do kind of deserve it. I was thinking, you know, Egon's farmhouse, obviously, and in my head, I said Elon's farmhouse, and I went, wait a minute, uh, the banana shop, the banana shop that's over there, like we've seen it recently. Um, okay, we've made it to this road. And the thing is, I don't really want to continue down this side of the river. That one's on Mars, yeah. Elon's farmhouse. So you know what? I think I'll leave this all hills or all trees. And we'll just have the stuff on this side. It produces quality bitcoins. Yeah, it's just like it's not like a farm. It's just like full of graphics cards and solar panels. That's like the real physical component of the farm. It's solar panels hooked directly into graphics cards that are mining Dogecoin. Let's see. I want the other kind of dirt road that we were using. The Musk's troll. Um, it's like the Amtroll, which is a company near me. I want this. I think I'm going to start marking the map with red dots for where the farmhouses are. Or maybe black dots or something like that. Amtroll. Yeah. What are you doing? Me. Amtroll. I guess I'm just going to have this farmhouse away from the main road. I guess that's what I'm doing. Like, okay. When the Easter egg. Me when the Easter egg. Amtroll. Outstanding. Okay. So we need to have this just be like a road that goes along the tracks, I think, because there are too many spaces for farms here. Or we want to have it come to like the edge of the water here, the edge of the beach, because the people will want to have their houses right up here by the beach instead of over there by the railroad. So I think I can do that, or I can just have it. I can hear that emoji. People want houses. This area's got to be a little bit difficult to build a road through. But we can make that, yes, yes, Mopac, you're exactly right. I was just thinking about that, or I was thinking about that as I came into this. Um, I can't remember what spurred it on, but I was watching some video, and, or maybe I was reading a Reddit post or something, and they talked about building windbreaks for farms, and it's like, yes, yes, exact. That is the kind of thing I need to think about. What is that noise, baby? Is that him burping? Okay. Okay. So there we go. And we need to go this way. doesn't super matter to me if I connect all this stuff up. One of the original absurd goals for Tolbrand was to have it all be drivable. So I would lay down an invisible track on all the roads. There were windbreaks in the 50s. That is a good question, but I wasn't so much thinking of it as intentional windbreaks, just that there are oftentimes some strips of trees or chunks of trees, sections of trees that exist between these farms. And either way, I think it looks better. You know, I think it looks better that way than the alternative. What? Maybe. Oh, there's kids outside? Of course. The alternative is just a fence. Yeah. Yeah, when was the Dust Bowl? The Dust Bowl was pretty early, wasn't it? Relatively speaking. Which, I mean, you probably wouldn't have a Dust Bowl here, but the thing is, because this is designed more or less after New England farms, um, the trees would sort of be omnipresent anyway after the Second Great War, yeah. The trees would sort of be omnipresent anyway, so it's not like they would have necessarily been planting these trees for this purpose explicitly, just that this area is pretty treed up to begin with. All treed up on a Thursday night. Double treed up. And before the Third War. Hmm. So we have it leading into this area, which I'm tempted to have a small town over here, but I was talking about adding a ferry, sort of, down here. Or, well, actually, the ferry would be run out of here, because that's a deep water part of the bay, and it would run this way under the bridge, and then probably around to, like, right here. Or over here, if I made this a little bit deeper. Yeah. There we go. I am connecting these up at least a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look great, but at least they are connected. And I will flatten out some of this to make the road a little bit prettier. Alright, so we have our road. Let me finish marking out where these fields are going to be. Which, I think it's fairly obvious that one is going to be in this area here. You know, on this side. And one is going to be, you know, it's going to end like over here. That's one field. And then we're going to have another one that's this whole area here. That probably ends like right here. I'm tired of this being like our world. Let's just create an ARG. Yeah. And that would probably end like right here, and then there'll be trees on this side. Which, I mean, why not go to town with it already? Because At least it'll look like we're getting some area done. And this area does not need the very detailed trees because we won't be looking at it very closely. And by detailed, I mean dense. We're already going straight for the trees, guys. This is... I don't know if this is good news or bad news. I think it's just clear to me what areas are going to have stuff and what isn't. Is that... Oh yeah, these are still here. I'm just going to go along the edges, I guess, for now. We'll fill in the rest of it later. I talked about rethinking our priorities in the description, which I do always try to keep up to date. I try to keep it, like, topical to the episode. Where is Tolbrand located again? It's really not. Presumably, it's on the East Coast-ish, but there's... The water's on the wrong side for that. And it's gonna have a whole bunch of different biomes. So there isn't like a it's definitely here sort of thing, you know? You could say it's located in a similar land to our own, but not it's not based on any real life prototype in terms of location. Yeah. How about an alternate reality? I mean, it kind of is. It just follows a lot of the same things that we have in our own, the same sort of plot points of our reality. I've never talked about like a world war, but there are things like the tank factory, which is closed down. So that also, I just realized that's something that I did in both the Iron Horseman route and this route. So I guess that's something that sticks in my head. A shuttered tank factory is just inherently cool, I guess. Um, but yeah, no, me win the Third World War. No, yeah, no is right. Um, I'm gonna put trees right up to the track there. Okay. And we'll come through and we'll sort this stuff out a little bit later. Make it a little bit better, of course. But look at that. We've done so much already. Um, Technically speaking, it is south of the TBNRR map. That is true. That is true. So it's not alone in its sort of universe. And I've thought about, like, well, how could I tie this into something else? But everything else that it's also surrounding the Geiger Mountains map. If we're gonna go into the Admiral Ellis Trainz route cinematic universe. So, you know, it's all there. I mean, it's not alone. Elliot. Space looks very cozy. Yeah, no, I hope we're gonna have to see how Pan Am eventually actually looks, but I hope to design it as a really quaint little place to live. There we go. I really do. I really am glad for the amount that people enjoy this stuff and enjoy these shenanigans of just like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is the worlds that we have made collide, and they're all things that I've come up with. They're all things that we've worked on over the past, 10 years, 11 years, and now they're coming together sort of in this mega project. And I can't believe we're already 45 minutes into this episode. Um, okay, so I don't really feel like doing the like tree trimming and stuff like that right now. Sometimes funny, sometimes not so funny. Um, is this all going to be one farm? Maybe it's going to be two fields, but one farm, which means that I would probably want the farmhouse to be like in the middle here. So I need to start marking these off. I don't necessarily want to use PBR stuff because that looks too good. Oops. Turn up the radius. Right there. Alright, so there's one farmhouse. I probably want to mark off... welcome back to reality, Pat. About right there. And then that area is to be determined. The Hallmark farmhouse is down. Is this the Hallmark farmhouse, or is that's farther over? Right. That's yeah, over here. I'm gonna write an H out. Thanks, Jader. Also, hey, Jader. Okay, so there's the Hallmark farmhouse. Um, we didn't figure out stuff over here actually. We'll do that in a second. I think that's our next task if we can keep on task. Because I am just getting perpetually distracted by this and that and the other thing. But you know what I always say. We're making progress. It may not be progress on the same thing all at once, but it's still progress. Are you guys gonna keep doing the lyrics? Because I'm totally down for that. Go ahead. Like, be my guest. Why are you calling me Elliot? Was Pan Am constructed? No. That's one of the things on my list. I want to get to that. Okay. Some people do it to get my goat. I wasn't sure if you were doing it on purpose or not. Okay. Hold on. Where is a flat spot for me to put a voot? So in that long dirt road. I am glad you are alive, Icer. Good to hear you. Or good to see you. Okay. I'm building lots of dirt road, actually. This area is nice and flat. Most people here are in the Discord. Okay, so we're gonna put that here. What? Okay, hello there. I don't... Yeah, I did figure that I could squeeze a farm into this area here. I'll put it here. Or something. Um, you are not the only person, I think. Thanks, Jader. Um, man, if you're old, what does that make me? Okay. So, hmm. How to divvy up this area? I mean, from off of the main road, right? You and everyone else. And then I eventually did it. At my own damn pace. Alright, there we go. Let's mark that off there, and then mark this off here. No, I refuse. Fill this out here. Now these are going to sort of be... Well, this is just going to be one big piece. Good one. Okay, yeah, and I wanted another road going out this way. Oops. As always. Alright, curve it around this way. Series almost as old as me, yikes. I would get 2019, but I have no space on my computer and not a ton of funds. It's very... Well, I mean, there's always the DLS. Trainz releases these days come with less and less stuff. And you're up to, it's up to you to go and download the things that you want. Which is great because, or which is fine because there's uh, an ever-increasing amount of stuff on the download station, which, of course, is hit or miss in terms of quality. But at the very least, there's a lot of it and it's all free. Um, you can get other train sims that do other things and do them better, but it's about Trainz is about having this puddle that's a mile wide and an inch deep. Um, it does everything more or less. I think the place that it really excels is like doing AI and simulation, or and operations and stuff like that. It's better for the bigger picture than a lot of similar titles, but it is not. If you only want a specific thing, if you don't want that like big picture stuff, which is not for everyone, um, then it's totally it's not for everyone. It's totally understandable if you don't really care to get the darn thing. And I get it. Yeah, it really is only great with the big picture because other than that, you can't drive. The physics aren't as good as some other titles. Um, a lot of the stuff just isn't. So why do people call you Elliot? They don't. Um, well, I mean, it sometimes happens when people bust my balls about my name. Um, you know what? Actually, I think I want. Hmm. So the thing is, I'm gonna pull open a map really quick. And I'm going to do some measuring. I'm going to go out to Pennsylvania, and I'm going to do some measuring of fields. So back to Lancaster. I'm going to measure distance here. So that's 1,000 feet. Some of these fields are like a quarter-mile square. Um, but the thing is, a lot of these fields are controlled by more than one farm. So, or sorry, a lot of these farmhouses control more than one field. Ooh. So, I'm blocking out all these areas, and there may be more. There should probably be more fields than farmhouses. However, however, this is an older time, and there could be more farmhouses in this era. I mean, it was tougher for one family to control a large plot of land in this era than it is now. So it would make sense to me if that's not the case. So I'm going to draw this out really quick. Yeah, that's 1,800 feet. This is like twice the size of the field I just looked at. So that's fine. We can get away with this. Um, the food pattern. Okay. So I need to start blocking these out and then building roads out into the middle of them. Which, so there's one. And then we'll go for right here. Right. Well, actually, we'll go for... I'll try to make that as parallel as I can to that. This I could probably... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I want a road here. Learn Blender. Oof. There's some people on the server learning or beginning to do Blender, and man, I downloaded Blender once and I went, wow, no, this is way outside of my... This is outside of my abilities. I'm not even going to try with this one. Could I have figured it out? Yeah, probably. Was I going to? No. No, no, no. I was not going to. Alright, and we are actually going to send this... We're going to run this out in a straight line once again. And then we're going to go to here, and we're going to draw another line in from the river's edge at a more or less parallel angle to this one. Like so. We're just going to mark these off square-like. There we go. Square-ish, anyway. So we need a road here, which I think is the last one that's going to go out this way because we're running into the hills again. I'm adding some spline points so it doesn't look quite as ridiculous when it all loads in at once. Oops. There. Yeah, there we go. Alright. mean, we have plenty of odd shapes down there, but I will break this one at the half right here because of the edge of the mountain here. Honestly, I only have to draw out the edges of the these all of these fields can be controlled by this family right here, um, by the Prebbles family, or at least some of them can. There's not enough room on this side of the river, so we'll have to do ones on this side of the river. They're generally going to come out at right angles from the road here. And then the town is just sort of going to appear out of these fields. So we're really going to have to keep our grid going into Pan Am. But before we do that, I think I want to come back and mark off the rest of these farmhouses. And part of me does want to just start and grab a farmland texture and just sort of draw it out. I know Never Rivers, they had mostly grass fields, so you could put them by the rivers. Yeah, no, we have plenty of odd shapes down here. Oh, lag. At that, I'm going to save. A lot of these are right angles-ish. This area is all trees. Which, this is my symbol for trees. It's not supposed to look like anything in particular, it's just supposed to discourage me. Oh, my head is so itchy today. To wash my scalp some more. Maybe I'll end up, because we started on time, maybe I'll end up ending this early before I go and do my next recording and take a jump in the shower. Okay. Alright, good night, the flying dragon. You know what? Can I download some more farmland, actually? Farm. Let's see, I want, category. Texture, environmental. Seamless farmland. Rotate the texture to get the right effect. For making silage bales and being the river would make sense. Fills the space up and the farmer will own it too. Okay. Okay. Where's the stuff I just downloaded? It says rotate the texture, so... Whoops! That's not... No. Okay. We can just pick a direction, though. Not sure if this is the right scale. And I need to think about the shape of these fields and how one would efficiently plow these fields. What? Which would probably be like this, right? Get a consist down and see how it looks at the scale of the field. I mean, I've got the tracks at least. You know what? I'm just gonna look at the map again, and it looks like these rows are actually very close together. We're talking like 3 feet apart. So probably want to scale this way down. Yeah, that's better. But I don't love this texture. It's a little bit too green for me. But it's a start, right? That looks terrible. That also doesn't look great. The tiling on these is just rough. That's not good. What's upsetting is this is basically the best one, considering the tiling, and it's not good. Um, let's see if I can download some more. These have got bump mapping, so we'll see about these. Michigan farm field. Oh, and there's Pabst Blue Ribbon fields as well. There's a lot of them. I download all the Pabst Blue Ribbons farms. So that's where they grow them. This actually doesn't look half bad. Got to use what you got and use other ground textures that match to blend it all in. Like on the edges, or... Although this does not look half bad. I don't dislike the way this is looking. It doesn't seem... It doesn't look terribly tiled. Even though it is clearly tiled, it doesn't look bad for it. That doesn't look good, though. Where's my FX stuff that I just downloaded? Some of this I might end up having to, some of this I might end up having to, go through... No, I don't know what I was trying to say there, actually. That isn't good. Oh, with like an over-the-top texture on it. This is the seamless farmland, huh? Honestly, that doesn't look bad if you're looking at it like at a distance. Okay, I get what you mean. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, I'll have to come back into the edges. Is that what I put down over here? No, it's different, but it looks pretty much the same. This is like fallow land. Once again, we need to think about how one would plow this land, and I would think more or less away from the tracks, so at a 90-degree angle to that. In this case, I feel like this would be the most sensible way to do it. MURVA. I think I know which one you're talking about. You know what? I'm starting to think that when this is all said and done, it's actually not going to look too bad. And, like, I understand that it's a little bit hilly for farmland. Part of that was intentional, not all of it. Um, but I do still think I'm going to go through with it because that is just sort of an accident of the way the terrain turned out, and it doesn't look as bad as it could, I suppose. Some of this we might just put some boulders on. Just gotta have a little bit of faith, yeah. No mistakes, just happy accidents. It's the joy of route building. Turn down that radius. Okay. Alright, cool. I found another farmland texture I like. Am I still downloading? No, I'm not. Where are the PBR ones I just downloaded? Oh, they're called Farm Field. Oh, the Michigan ones I just got. Okay, hold on. These look bad. Like, wow. These look really bad. Damn, Mason, if this is what Michigan farms look like, that's rough. Alright, that we already have. That's fallow. This is not a bad one. Once again, I'm pretty sure I want this to be the direction. Nope. 2 DEMs. Yeah. Dems are a lot of work. They're a lot of work. This is probably the quickest I've gone to texturing. I actually think this was a good move right now. Because it's sort of giving me a feel for what this area is going to end up looking like and being like. Which I think was important, because otherwise, because this area didn't have any substantial terrain features other than just being kind of bumpy, I was getting lost in it, just wandering around. And we will have to come through and we'll have to prune these areas up and tidy these areas up. But right now, I don't think this is a bad thing. I think we're doing a decent job here. I probably want something a little bit nicer on this side. No, I don't like that. I wish I had some crops to lay down on top of this that would show up. Okay, let's see. 17. That's the one on the left. 19. Yeah, sure, let's go with this. We'll blend these up when we get to it. Um, I'm just coloring in the gaps. I'm playing color by numbers out here with farms. And these are definitely at the right angle, I gotta say that. The way this sort of brushes the coast, but doesn't, you know, doesn't end right at it. It does almost fit the edge of the coast perfectly. And yeah, we don't have the corners done or anything, but we're on our way. And of course it's sloppy as hell, but... Oh, how big is the map? This big. That's how big the map is overall. We've got a lot of fields to go. Hello, Orion. PBR farm field. That one is a little bit too much. I should do one of the... Oh, okay, that looks like honeycomb. Oh, I see what I'm looking at. But it is PBR. Right? It's supposed to be. I want to turn down the scale on this one. Yeah. I wish I could just tweak these colors just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it looks more progressed because I'm doing textures. We really haven't done much. I built some road, and that was about it. And then I decided, screw it, we're gonna see if we can download some farm textures and fill in this. Fill in this area. Um, oh, okay, those are facing that way. I think I want to turn up the scale on this one, and I want to turn it 90 degrees. Hopefully it doesn't look like they're growing gigantic plants or something. They're growing man-eating plants at this farm. That's a piece of the Hallmark story that we hadn't anticipated. The man-eating bushes. All right. Now we haven't done anything on this side. I did say that that was sort of our next priority, and then I started drawing on the ground. So, where is our road? The road comes through under this bridge. And needs to come out this way. Myers in my tornado. Or my region. Wow. Well, I do alright. Alright. So this is supposed to go towards Pan Am. And lately, we've been doing sort of like roads that follow the rivers, but I think I'm going to turn this one sort of this way. Welcome back, Mopek. Oops. Yeah, we're going to end this at 9:30, I think. So that I can be on time for my other engagement. Just works because I was on time for this one, so I'm not rushing to get extra work done. I feel like last week we did not get like any work done. I almost decided to go over time last week because of the game crash and everything. Okay. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah, I lost a good chunk of work. It wasn't a ton, but it was enough for me to be annoyed. I haven't lost work like that in a while, so it was sort of like a reminder. Hey, I'm not immune to bad things happening to me in Trainz. Okay. Again with the dirt road and bouncing over terrain. Oh. Gonna need another. There we go. There we go. We'll have to mark out where stuff is in relation to this road here. I'm actually going to pull these in a little tighter so I can build an intersection, because I want one of the roads to sort of follow the river this way so that we can have more farms in this direction. There we go. My game crashed because I was getting a BR-52. Well, that's what you get. Anyone who's seen Locomotive Royale knows my opinions on BR-52s, and that's just what you get. I always say, save early, save often. Back up all the time. Make CDPs whenever you can. You know, I've got some of my more recent stuff on CDP. I probably should make another one. But I used to have people asking for the route on a pretty regular basis. Now I feel like everyone knows that it's going to explode their computer, so they don't. But I used to be CDPing it on a pretty regular basis because people would want to have it. Also, with the changes that I've been, with the area that I've been working on, there isn't a ton going on here yet. So I can understand that nobody really cares for it. There's nothing here. Nobody needs an extra 100 tiles for no reason. And how far am I going to go down? I'm going to go to like over here. And you're not going to be able to get through that way. So I'm going to go to probably right about here. We'll have like the farming, or the countryside equivalent of a cul-de-sac. You know, I mean, I hate to admit that they're cool. I just don't like them. I'll give no further comment on the BR-52s. Anyway. Oops. I wanted to move it to here. Yeah, this area, I got a little bit better at using the sort of like ground templates over time, but I won't say I got good at them, and I don't think they are particularly useful tools. For those that weren't around for the beginning episodes of this section, that's what I used to make this area, and why it looks the way that it does. Okay. Our last turnoff was right there, so well, good. I'm glad they're reminiscent for you. It's sort of what I was aiming for. There. And these curves are supposed to be much tighter, not quite as sweeping. And we'll end it right there. So there we have it. We have these roads, this road network, and now we've got to mark out the edges of the fields. So we'll turn this down to about here, and we'll draw a line here. We'll draw a line here at the curve. We'll draw another line here. Here. And we'll eventually do this with fences and trees. We'll use them to mark out where we're at. I'm going to do another line here that's more or less parallel to that one. And then we're going to have a couple that stretch out from here. So there's one. Actually, we're just going to do it like this. So this, I'm just going to extend out in that direction. Where's our road? Our road's right there. So I want to probably put one right there. There we go. Hi, Lafayette. And considering that is right there, probably want another one right here. Edge of field. And this one can just be one big field. We'll have one huge one. I watched New Top Gun the day after last week's stream. What did you think? Everyone has been saying it's fantastic. Insert F-22 grind, yeah. Gotta get it, man. Oh, and I just started instinctively spinning my texture when I should not have been. It's a fallow field. I bet you this one I can spin and it won't make a difference. But this actually looks half bad. This doesn't actually look half bad. Oh, it had more comedic moments. That I would not have expected either, I'll be honest. Oh, 90 degrees from that. It is amazing to me how a sequel 30 years later can be so good. And that I know I say that on the heels of Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is absolutely at least as good as the first two, uh, if not better, because it's just an outstanding movie. But it is just incredible to me because who needed more Top Gun, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I understand why people loved it. Having not seen it, I understand why people loved it. It just strikes me as like a okay, well, why is this a continuing saga? It didn't do, it's not a world building kind of movie. Got lost pretty quick. Blender, so many buttons and none of them do anything. Oh man, I'm sorry, Matt. Okay, we're gonna use this one again. Also, now Danger Zone is stuck in my head. Expanded on what happened between the two movies. Interesting. Again, without having seen the first one, I can't say very much to like, what could you possibly be missing? But and absolutely, people just love seeing fighter jet stuff. Um, it's just one of those things. There's not a greater world that's being created here. It's Top Gun. It's Navy fighter pilots. It is inherently cool, obviously, but you could just make another movie. Again, this is with the big asterisk of like, no, I get it. No, I get it, and I believe you that it was a good sequel. Um, it's just like, okay, did you have to make another Top Gun movie? You know, uh, for me, in my head, it's like if they made another Down Periscope movie. Don't get me wrong, love Down Periscope, great movie, hilarious. However, it just doesn't strike me as the kind of movie that demands a sequel. Like, I could understand the continuation of those characters, but everything gets wrapped up pretty nice and tight. And I assume that Top Gun is the same way because they didn't need to make a sequel for the last 30 years. Um, Waiting for a second battleship. Yeah, exactly. What? You're gonna come back to that? You know, there are so many movies that don't need a sequel. And Top Gun was clearly one of them because it did fine and it was a well known property for 30 years. Uh, but apparently they just had to go back to it, and apparently they did an awesome job. So, I mean, props to everyone who worked on the film. It's tough to go back and do that and still make a movie that people want to see instead of like, oh wow, this is just a cash grab. And yeah, you could admit that it's a cash grab and also admit that it's a really cool movie, um, which I'm sure Top Gun is both. But they did a good job apparently. You know, I can't fault that. I can't. I can't. I can't naysay that if people liked it. You know. I feel like all is forgiven when it turns out to be genuinely good. Tom Cruise having a midlife crisis. He made his own religion. Just tell himself that there's like good stuff after death or whatever. Why are you worried about? Well, I guess he didn't make Scientology. Whatever. I don't know what the actual. Who said that? No, I said he didn't invent Scientology. Yeah. Oh shucks, I keep spinning the textures. All right. There we go. And it does look not perfect, I will admit, but you can't really spin farm textures, you know? And doing this with splines, while it would have been like the better way to do it, I guess, probably not great. Um, yeah, we can have some trees over there or whatever. Oh, my arm hurts. The seamless farmland. Ooh, this is actually really nice. I like this. Not good for performance is right. Then again, when has Tolbrand ever been about that? Man, I'm gonna have to come back and do all these edges. That's for sure. All these edges. I'm gonna have to figure out where all the farmhouses go. And I'm gonna need to mark them out again because I already covered over some of the spots that I made for it. But I'm doing this mostly just to get a feel for how it's supposed to look. And honestly, I think I like it. Everyone's computer has a breaking point, even mine. Yeah, no. Here's the thing: my computer's breaking point is a lot lower than my ambitions would lead you to believe. It's not a very good computer. It's not like a potato, but it's not amazing. Um, hmm? Were you clearing your throat at me? Oh, okay. I didn't say anything about Tom Cruise this time. I'm glad you're doing farms today. For my new mega project, we do a lot of farms. Yeah, honestly, this is my first time doing farms, and I'm just sifting through. I just downloaded a buttload of things, a buttload of textures. I've been sifting through them, and just sort of picking ones that I think look okay. And it's like, okay, well, it's gonna look like a quilt, you know? It's gonna look like a patchwork. It's not gonna look from down here, from train level, it's gonna look worse than it does from space. And I don't really know how to avoid that other than by being really choosy with your textures. And that'll leave you with only a handful of textures that you can actually use for this, and you're gonna need more than that. Especially in this era where there isn't just like sorry, where there isn't just like a go to cash crop. You know, there are lots of opportunity. There are lots of things that you could be growing as a private farmer that are going to make you plenty of money. Before farming was fully industrialized and changed the way we think of it now. Um, yeah. Well, also Matt lives in farm country. What should right next to the tracks? What do farms do next to train tracks? Is it like dirt? Well, let me look. I would expect a little strip of trees, but you know what? I'm looking around Fairland right now. But let's go and look at where we looked at before, and go look at like Paradise area. There's Dutch Wonderland. There's Smoketown. Blaze it. It is just a strip of trees between all these farms and the PRR main line. You're gonna want a strip of trees and some really basic texture and um like a fence. A fence. Okay. And we're gonna have to fill in these gaps a little later. Okay. I'll fill in some of them now, but I'm gonna go with for when we finally decide on where the edges of these farms are gonna be. I'm gonna go with the directions on these fields. You know. So I think I want something in the middle here. This is a field I have not used yet. Wrong way. I wish I could adjust it a little bit more, but this is the way it's gonna be. We'll fill in these corners. Fruit has grain ops written in this section. Yeah, no, I don't know too much about grain ops or just that sort of thing, but we're gonna have one small mill and we're gonna have one grain elevator in Pan Am, and then another one in Bellington, which is probably gonna be much larger. And there's gonna be more on the Mansfield Branch Road because that's gonna be all farms, pretty much. That whole area is farms. What? What? Yeah, there he is. Hi. I had food. Come here. I had food. Oh, he's bitey. Are you playing with your brother? Are you playing with your brother? Is that what you were doing? Oh, thank you. Hi. Thank you for breathing in my ear. Yes, mommy has food. He's like, baby, look.
Hi.
Fly. Okay. Takes most of our crop to a barge loader on the Mississippi River. Cool. We don't have rivers that large in this area of the map, but that is that is something to consider. Some more barge ops with farms. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I want something a little bit different for this one. How about this color? Yeah, we'll do that. I want to pick the longest section and just go... Actually, I think I'll do north-south. Yeah, there we go. Isn't the barge bridge enough? No. More barges. Okay. Winter crop field, maybe wheat. The rails run fences follow either side. Sometimes there are trees. It's too dissimilar to what you model, though. Central rules. Okay. We'll probably have that on the other side of the peninsula. What you're talking about. Because that's... If there's any... You know, I should probably make some more versions of the Tolbrand map once I'm done with the ridgelines, which I haven't worked on in forever. I should probably make some more versions of that map that's like what regions of it are equivalent to. You know, what areas are like most similar to Pacific Northwest or New England or Rocky Mountains or, you know, that sort of thing. Because the peninsula is supposed to be a very diverse area because I want to be able to create all sorts of different things. And also because it's just massive and I don't want to be doing the same stuff. And I know that is sort of me repeating myself, but I mean it on one side of the coin that I don't want to be doing the same stuff over and over again, that I want to be doing different stuff. And on the other side of the coin, I want the map to feel not so samey for the people that are playing on it and looking around it. There are areas that I intend to have as sort of a high desert. There are areas that I intend to have, you know, very, very rocky and mountainous, which I went to a couple weeks ago at old fence posts. Oh, I see. Yeah, look at that. We're actually doing a decent job of filling this area in with the most basic texture. And we can come back and do this area. We can basically finish the scenery in this area. It won't be that difficult. The biggest thing I think is going to be this right here. We need to make this bridge. And that's probably, maybe that'll be our next stop after I finish filling these fields in. And since we have a good number of textures that I like, maybe, yeah, okay. You know what? I even grabbed the one I was thinking of without even knowing I was grabbing it. We can start, we can start repeating them. We have like a dozen different textures that I think work, and I think we can start repeating them now. Where is the high desert at? I can, once we build this bridge, I'll go to the map, and I'll just start marking stuff out, because I'm realizing I can have different layers for all sorts of things. And just overlay them when I want to, turn them on and off when I want to. Wait, do I want to turn this 90 degrees? I think I do. There we go. Oh, they're ripping up the carpet, baby. I know. Cats, dogs ripping up the carpet. He's like, we need to replace the carpet. I'll help. Go on. Go. Bad. 2 days in a row. No. Go in your crate. Go. Go. He's a menace. All right. Yeah, and like I mentioned, we're gonna have to tighten up these corners later, and we're gonna have to do the stuff along the edges like Matt was talking about with the grass. All right, this bridge. This is sort of the next This is one of my biggest question marks right now, and I think the key is to start with a good embankment. And we're probably going to end up using an RRTK sort of bridge, but let me just go and type in bridge, or actually truss. Get that trussy. Okay, that's not a spline. I want a spline. Oh, I'll download that. That's a bridge. That's a Warren Truss spline. I'll download these. The Minecraft DOT would not approve. Yeah. No, you know. You know the trouble that you'd be in. I'm wondering if having 4 independent trusses is a good idea here. Because we could totally get away with that. Or like 2 trusses and 2 girder bridges. Or 1 truss, 1 double truss and 1 double girder bridge, something like that. There's some BDWs here. Oh. Oh. Hello there. The Bowman Truss. This is not something we'd be able to use right now. However, I want to check it out. So, Bowman, B-O-L-L. Where is it? Oh, is it not a... Wait. Is it in here? If it's in here, that's not good. Nope. Where'd it go? Yeah, it's in here. Look at this. This is cool. Girders for the sling. Yeah, well, they would be built like 2 and 2. So, I don't know about that, but... Look at this. I like these bridges. But, yeah, no, they're absolutely not heavy duty enough. I want to see if I can find a 4-track bridge that I can just throw down. Who's putting pillars in the middle of their bridge? CO Iron Truss. I'm gonna try these. Curved cord truss. Okay, no, that's not that ain't it, Chief. Or where to go? I don't remember what it was called. I just said it out loud. Oh, it was CO. It was CO. Uh-oh. Is it... It's still downloading? No. See, oh, it's a building. It's a building. It's... Man, I'm being bamboozled out here. CO Iron Truss. Yeah, look at these. I mean, it's cool. It's not nearly tall enough. The decks were trusses, rebuilt after a defect was found. These bridges are not that old, is the thing. It doesn't strike me as... Wait, what the hell? Oh, those are guards. I really just want some, like... heavy duty bridges over here. Not anything wooden. As much as that's cool. K truss. It's Ben Dorsey K truss. I don't need to be fancy, you know? Main 2-foot truss. I'm downloading that. I'm downloading it. Proceeds to use a suspension bridge, yeah. I'm just looking for a good truss. I mean, the BDW stuff is basically it. I just don't want to keep using it over and over again. That said, it would make sense to have a sort of standard setup um, for these bridges. What the hell? That's too fancy. Um, truss bridge with pipes. Whipple truss. No. Oh, those are all the ones that are obsolete. Alright, well, you know what? I think we're just going to go... Yeah, F in the chat for Ben Dorsey, yeah. I think we're going to go with the good old RRTK. Have I downloaded all of the RRTK stuff? I just want to make sure that I have it all. I don't. Downloading all of it. Well, they have a swing span? Oh, yeah, wait, I already knew that. I already knew they had that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Hold on. There are some heavier duty things that are RRTK. I don't know if the Strasbourg Railroad shed would be too new. But maybe for like the okay, that's the wrong bridge. I'm not paying attention. Maybe for the Mansfield Branch Railroad. Yeah, there we go. There, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Um, and I don't want to go too high with this. All right, we're gonna delete these. I'll check. I'll check at some point. When this sort of question comes up of like, what do I use as an engine house? Just remember that. Okay, we're gonna need abutments, but we'll do that later. Um, oh, we could do one massive span. Look at that, it's huge. But we're not gonna do that. I'm wondering if I can attach these RRTK bridges to make something better. Um, ooh, excuse me. Through truss, Warren A. Is that's? Hold on. The other thing is I've got to squeeze the tracks together again. We had to do that last time. Um, stone arches would work for the approaches probably. Also, the bridges that we were looking at that I said looked really, really cool, but that I couldn't use, really remind me of the bridges from the Ashtabula horror episode of Well, There's Your Problem, which has got to be one of my favorites. He was busy managing a massive railroad empire that spanned all the way from Cleveland to just outside of Cleveland. Alright, so I want these two to be the same length. They're clearly not. Um, and then I want a Warren truss. But I don't really have a way to connect them. I think I don't think I have a way to connect them. That's my problem. How did I do this on... Hold on. Where's... Did I just line them up really nice and then call it a day? Because I know I did something like that over here. Yeah, right here. No, they are connected. How did I do that? Well, the most recent video Justin was in, he said the next episode of Franklin is coming. Shut up. So, uh, you know, any day now. Isn't it? That's a gorgeous bridge. I love that one up there. The thing is, I don't know if it'll play nice with the double tracks. Because I can't get it to snap to it. Unless... Wait, nope, that won't work. Okay, I can... Oh, sugar. I can... What happens if... I have an idea. If I do this, and then I switch to something else... No, it just breaks it. How to connect these? I think they just won't, honestly. Because of the fact that they're double track bridges, I think they just won't. Which, if I did it with, like, one of these, and then, yeah, see, I can attach that. It's a different one, but I can still attach it. But I can't do it with the doubles. So I can't have exactly the bridge that I want to have, which is kind of a shame, because I really wanted to do the 3-span. Well, I can still do it, it just won't look very good. I'll have to be really careful. I'll have to use invisible track to sort it out. But the other thing I need to do is rulers to measure it out. I mean, this is 200 feet. Yeah. This has got to be also about 200 feet. Let's see, right about there. And then the middle. Okay. I'm actually going to delete this track and this track. And we will figure out what we're doing with the... Oh, you know what? I got to put the track back now. We will figure out what we're doing with the... Is this attached to the right thing? No. With the track connections shortly. Alright, there we go. Now it's attached to the right thing. Now it's attached. And tie that in. Nope. Oh, because there's another spline point. It's right here. The middle two tracks, I'm gonna replace them with some... You know what? I should have done like 4M standard bump to make them distinct. We need to line this up. And we will worry about embankments or abutments last. I want to line this up with this. I want to use this track here to get some spline point heights. Wow, that could not have been better lined up. Let's see. There we go. We'll line it up right there. What is the height of this line point? We're doing a lot of work for this bridge. And it might not even come out very good. That's kind of what I'm worried about, is that it doesn't come out good after all this that we've done to it. We need to get this end lined up. Oh, no, no, no. Give me the bridge. Nope, bridge, please. Gosh darn it. Alright, there we go. We're going to have to do... This is mainly to make sure the bridge is dead straight. We're going to have to do a decent amount of work, and we're going to have to do invisible track over a good portion of the bridge. Over, like, the whole bridge. Or, actually, we can do regular track up to the middle span. And then invisible track over the center span, and that's it. That's actually something we can do. In Minecraft? Yeah, no, that's... Building bridges in Minecraft is a hell of an art. I know. Trust me. Oh. Grab the other bridge, please. There we go. Wait a minute. Are you... No. Oh, they're different widths. Oh, how could you? Wait a minute. Lafayette!
Is he doing it again?
Yeah. No. Darn animals. He goes right back in his crate.
If you know it's wrong, why do you do it?
Okay, so this is this one. The Warren A, 150 feet. We're stretching it out to 200, but that's not important. This is the through truss Warren 200 foot 5 meter, which I think is... This one doesn't have the walkway. This one has the walkway. Is that why they won't connect? Yes, it is.
The other spray bottles on that end table.
Which end? Oh, the one out there? Okay, so we just did a lot of work to find out why we couldn't do that work. Alright. We're good. We got it. We got it. These guys connect. We can make the bridge we want to make without too much hassle. Holy crap, guys. Here's the thing. I wish the through truss... I wish there was a 5 meter version of this, because I would totally use it instead of this one. You know? I wish I could have the oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? All I need to do is replace the center span. Look at that. Um, I think I actually want to shift it to the... I want to make this span a little bit larger, even. And you know what? I want to keep this, I want to keep... I want to keep this piece of track so that we know what sort of gradient we need. Or what sort of things we need. I've never used rulers so much in this game. Let's go to 185 for each of these spans. That adds 30 feet to the main span. I hope that's not too much. I caught another one. I just got my new PC. Nice job. I hope you like it. I hope you make good use out of it. I am losing my mind out here with this. Let's see. Can I... Okay. Did I connect this to the right thing? No. Try that again. There we go. We still need this here to make sure that we've lined it up on this axis. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Which is clearly not even close over here. Not even a little bit close. I just pulled it way out of line. Okay. Slide this back to right here. Wait. What's going on? What the heck? What have we done? Can we try that again, please? Because this one isn't messed up like that. What is going on? Oh my god. How did we cause this? What if I do that? Oh, it still does it. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it piece by piece then. Although this piece is fine, so let me slide this back to 180, 185 feet in length. Actually, you know what we can do? Instead of obsessing over the exact heights, I can get this gradient. It's a gradient of 1%, and we'll just do that when we're done with it. Okay. And we will rebuild this. We have the technology. One. Oh yeah, it's truss time, all right. I've been on the truss struggle bus. Can I really not apply the gradient to these because they're bridges? Are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. What did I just say? We found a good solution and now we can't even use it. Oh, man. Alright. All fine. No fun for me, I guess. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, no, you're right, Matt. I should have expected it. Should have called it out. Okay. That one is pretty much spot on. and I like the way these look. Can't you manually edit the spline height? Yes, I just don't want to. The thing is, I want to keep it on this perfect slope that we have established. Apply grade on normal piece of track. Yeah, no, that's what I've been doing. It's what I don't want to do. Matt, have you not been watching me do this exact thing? Matt, that's what I've been doing. It's what I was trying to avoid doing because I was tired of doing it that way. I wanted to do it a different way. If you ever invite Mason to the Paradise Super PAC, just rename it #TrustGang. Okay. Now I think, God damn it, there's already a spline point here. Now I think I can start calling this good. I was distracted by TrustGang, yeah. Have you considered a normal bridge? No. No, I understand. I just wanted to make a TrustGang joke. Don't think she's trust material. Ouch. That's how we're gonna rate girls now? Baby, you're trust material. Um, yeah, okay, that's fine. More of a Pratt truss. That sounds offensive. Calling someone a Pratt truss. We're gonna need pillars still. We need bridge piers. Um, RTK through truss pier. Is this almost too short? No, there's no way. Oh, shucks, I just realized. Yeah, hang on. Get rid of that. Trust Gang is the name of the engineering firm the Horsemen establish. Hello, I'm here for trust, says Mason. God damn it. Oh man. I'm so proud of this community. Come on, slide over for me here. There we go. A little bit more. Okay. Okay, but why though? Because I can be. Alright. There we go. This is looking good, except we have our destroyed truss sitting down here at the bottom. I could actually just use these pieces of truss. Let me get rid of the rulers. Go on. And we need a piece of track. Grab this, delete it, place it right here. No, I'm not gonna leave it as a meme. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make good use of our truss. I think that's that height. Bam, there we go. I want to get the heights right, and then I can line everything up. And you. Great washout of 43, yeah. Took the whole bridge. I haven't told the story of the bridge killing bridge in a while, to the point where I brought it up and nobody remembered what it was, which sort of made me sad. Um, give me the bridge. Um, because it was one of my favorite things. It made me like simultaneously sad and happy because on the one hand it meant that I was not telling the story too often. But on the other hand, it meant that nobody was paying attention when I was telling it, which is understandable. Okay, there we go. You can go right there. I really wish I could use like fine adjustment on this. I suppose there are tools in the new Surveyor. It was in Massachusetts. It was on a Boston and Maine branch, and it took out the New Havens bridge because the thing about New Haven and the Boston and Maine having the most pointless railroad rivalry ever. They had branch lines next to each other in northern Mass, as they did just about everywhere else. And yeah, so this bridge came loose on the B&M side, and it rode down the river and it destroyed the New Havens bridge for the same line, the line into the same city. Come on. Maybe the only recorded instance in history of a bridge going on the offensive. Yeah, the Boston. What was the body count? Honestly, I don't think anything. I don't think. Well, okay. Let's be real. This was like the Connecticut River flood of 1936 or so. The body count was not zero. That's for sure. However, the body count from the bridge killing bridge was just bridges. Yeah, no, it does the bridge body count like 3. Um, the only known bridge suicide attack. Yeah. Um, how many bridges? Yeah, no, it took out 3 other bridges. It took out a railroad bridge, a trolley bridge, and a road bridge. So it was really it diversified. And the only reason I know about it is because I had to work on the bridge that is that bridge's replacement. And amazing story, by the way. So this is the Montague City Road Bridge, or the General Cusick. Hold on. I'm sorry, no, it's the General Pierce Bridge. General Pierce Bridge. And if I look up General Pierce Bridge crash, yeah, okay, 1 month ago. It's on the Greenfield recorder. I'm gonna put this in. Okay, they didn't go through the bottom. I did not see this. Oh, there's a paywall, but hold on. Let me put it in the YouTube chat. We were talking about this. Look at this. This happened. This is our company doing this work on the bridge. Did I just break the thing? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Alright, sorry about that. Stream broke for a second. I designed the traffic management plans to keep people off this bridge. Someone thwarted my defenses, drove around them, and then drove onto the deckless bridge. I didn't actually read about this completely. I just heard about it in a meeting. And I was like, oh crap, I hope this doesn't turn out to be my fault. Everyone seems to be in agreement that this person was very... like, they had their heart set on driving on a closed bridge. One was taken at Bay State Franklin Medical Center for evaluation. Incident remains under investigation. They were drunk. Okay. Oh my God. General Pierce Bridge. MassDOT could not be reached. Blah blah blah. I hadn't seen the pictures of this. I haven't been over there since they closed the bridge fully. That that's not what I designed. The entrance is supposed to be more to the right. Yeah, they should. I feel like they didn't build exactly what my plan was. Um, Probably it was too expensive. Too many barricades. I would love to take my plans out there and look at what the as-built condition of the traffic management setup is, because I don't think it's what I had in mind. Alright, come on. Can I slide this forward, please? Stupid architects. Stupid contractors. Insert as-built rand. Here, now. No, I need to know what episode that was from. I need to know, because it's been on my mind. Alice discovers contractors. Yeah, no. I'm guessing this is why it wasn't immediately brought to me, like, hey, something happened. What did you do? It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. It was in the 9/11. Okay, I thought it was the 9/11 episode, but I could not remember. The first 9/11 episode. It was effective at stopping traffic. Well, yeah. Traffic's not supposed to get to that point, but you're not wrong. Come on. I need to watch the 9/11 episodes again. They're on my list of episodes to rewatch. I started watching the Cuomo episode again because I just had to. And after like 3 instances of the Cuomo voice, I was like, all right, that's enough. I don't need to watch any more of this. Okay. God, this bridge is sexy. Okay.
Is that what gets you going?
Yes. All right. It's pretty plain, but in honesty, but I don't do the different trusses together too often. So it lets me get away with this. It lets me feel like this is a super beautiful thing when it's okay. There we go. And it's 9:30 now, which is when I said I was going to end the episode. But I think I told Mopac that we were going to look at where the hi Lafayette. We were going to look at the map. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to pull up the map. Oh, what? Where is map? My map. There it is. Maps. Tolbrand. Tolbrand superimposed May 27th. What? He's gonna go out. Okay. So here's our map. High desert area is gonna be up here. To give your answer quickly. I think that's what you were asking about. It's mostly going to be this plains, this riverless area which is going to be on the Geiger Mountains, or sorry, yeah, the Geiger Mountains Railroad up towards Macon. So, yeah, that's that. And then Pacific Northwest area, maybe like in here, you know, near the Wakefield Gap, and also maybe around Columbia, on these two sides of this ridge here. And then we're talking Rocky Mountains through a lot of this area here, which this area doesn't have any trains in it because it's all mountainous. But maybe this area here, but this is also going to look maybe like West Virginia. Um, and then through here is definitely Rocky Mountains looking area. So, and then this whole area, I don't know. This is all going to be whatever. It's going to be suburbia. A lot of it is going to be anyway. But yeah, most of everything up top here. Although this is going to look more like Midwest probably. Um, Midwest slash like Eastern Oregon and Washington. So, you know. And then yeah, it's Boston down here. Like Toronto in here. Maybe I don't have an area that I'm specifically thinking about Providence with. Like Newport area over here. And then yeah, I don't know. This area is probably looking more like the California Bay Area, like Sacramento and stuff like that, but not as large. I'm talking just terrain. Um, a cross between that and the Hudson Valley, because this is Hudson Valley. This right here, Coxsackie Cove. That's a real place. Anyway, make the big arch TM. I might. Wakefield Cap sounds like something Chili's would call his butt as a joke. It's named after him, so there you go. You know what, yeah, no, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, I need to check and see if who pinged me? I'm in media. Oh, is this you telling me where the? Thank you, I appreciate that. I will go and listen to that in between this and my recording of Railroad Tycoon, or Mashinki. I don't know which, with Heiss and that crew. So, thank you all for tuning into this episode. We painted some fields. We built a sexy bridge, and I don't know. We didn't really talk about anything hard hitting this week. We didn't talk about, or we talked about the bridge killing bridge a little bit, which I suppose is hard hitting in a very literal way. But yeah, no, I'm hoping to win Mashinki if we get to play. If it's Rare Tycoon, I will not be winning. They're all too good at it. Anyway, this is the Admiral, signing off.